Did you read that Harvard study about how men don't like sex?
Yeah, I read that, and I thought it was very, very enlightening because I've done so much with the sex-starved women, and now they, they're really getting to realize that they're not alone out there, because there's a lot of men that really don't like sex, but you don't imagine it because there's so much hype. It's always about the men. They can never get enough.
Yes, exactly. It's like The Hangover. It's always about the married guy who's going to Vegas and wanting to have sex with other people. It's like the myth.
Yes.
That men love sex and women don't.
And the women are too tired, and so they're very happy when the men don't want sex because they'll be left alone. But that's not really what's going on at all, because the women, they do want sex, but they like to have sex with a man that knows what they're doing. It's really interesting. It's if you're having an affair or you have a friend with benefits, and you know that the only reason that you're seeing this person is for sex.
And no dating, like the relationship's off the table.
And it's planned, and okay, it's Wednesday afternoon. This is our time.
Delight.
So you're pretty hot, and the time you get there. So all he has to do is open up the door, and you're off to the races. But if you're a woman that's it's got a family, and you're tending house or coming back from work and having to cook dinner for their husband and the kids, you're tired.
Well, it seems like men are tired too. From that study, men are feeling the same pressure and the stress.
Yeah, so what do you do? So if you're really tired, both are tired, do you go to bed and try to do something anyway? Do you force yourself to do it because it's too important not to try?
When I was a little girl, my mom, I asked her about that. I'm like, do you always have sex with daddy? I don't know why I asked that question. And she said, well, I don't always want to have sex, but then all of a sudden in the middle of it, I'll find myself getting excited, and I'm really happy at the end that we had sex.
You have to get into the moment, and if you're always too tired to even spend a few minutes getting into the moment, then it's going to go to the bottom of the priority list, and it causes all sorts of other problems.
And you deserve it. You deserve pleasure. I think that's the point.
Yeah, well, going back to why we're saying all of this is that women do like sex.
Oh, we love sex.
We do, and it's ridiculous to hear that we're the ones that are always to blame because the husbands or the men are not getting what they want from us. But they have a responsibility in that too, and they have to know the female body. They have to understand what makes us tick. They have to pay attention and learn. It's an education too, and so many men may learn from porn videos.
Yeah, porn sex isn't real sex.
And that's ridiculous. I mean, I watch it, and I see all they do is like a 10 or 15 minute pounding, and the women, I feel sorry for the women. They're like rag dolls, and I say, my God, this is sex. Give me a vibrator.
Would you say a real cougar woman loves sex?
A real cougar woman likes sex. She knows her own body. She knows how to communicate what she wants to a man. If there isn't a man around, she will satisfy herself. So she takes responsibility for her sex, her sexuality, and I think that that's a very, very important lesson women have to learn. It's not always about the man, because the man is not always going to be there for you, but you will always be there for yourself.